good note of confidence and positivity from Mohammed Al-Mulem there to start us off, a feeling that growth is in process and in progress, that there is a healthy sign of economic drivers ahead, and it's good to hear the local governments here in the region are investing and spending heavily to boost the economy. Perhaps a lesson for the UK government to note there, I think. Let's move on to a man who's very much an oil and energy man, Dr. Naji Abi-Aad. He's Chief Operating Officer of Petroleb from Lebanon, and he'd like to help us out by painting a geopolitical picture, some insight into the region and what those geopolitical problems and issues could have in the way of an impact and effect on the economic and trading environment here. So please warmly welcome Dr. Naji Abi-Aad from Lebanon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm extremely pleased and honored to speak to you today about some issues that I found extremely interesting, and we have to look at these when looking at investment in the future. Let me look at the GCC first and to focus on the 6 countries of the region, which has been enjoying an economic boom during the last 10 years or so, and this was due or has been due to the huge increase in oil prices, and this has been resulted in huge revenues, maybe except for a short period between 2008 and 2009. This high revenue has helped the region, as well as other Middle Eastern countries, to cover the various political and social problems that could be found in this region. But according to so many statistics, so many studies, if oil prices stayed above and only above around $80 per barrel, then the Gulf or the GCC will most probably keep the track of economic growth and political stability. Why $80? Because $80, according to so many countries in the region, is needed in order to cover all the social subsidies and expenditures needed to satisfy their population. However, oil prices are linked to the consumption level and to the supply-demand balance in the main consuming markets. If we have any sharp recession in the world economy, then surely this will affect the oil price and therefore the oil revenues in the region. I am sure that in this case, the Gulf oil producers, among others, as part of OPEC and other than OPEC, will tend to use the supply card in order to keep the price at the desired level. But this policy could not work always, especially if, and this is also a fear, if other energy sources, unconventional sources of oil and energy could be developed somewhere, sometime, in the world. I'm talking about unconventional gas, I'm talking about unconventional oil, and so on. The Gulf security and stability is also linked to the wider regional one. This is clear. In fact, it is clear that any development in the Arab world, in the Middle East in general, will affect the GCC in the Gulf. Any development in the East Med, in Iraq, in Iran, could surely, clearly, directly affect the situation in the region. Indeed, the political and stability scene in the neighboring countries is having, in a way or another, direct implications on the Gulf and its countries. And any move aimed at solving and appeasing the existing and potential sources of instability and factors of security in the region will have surely positive impacts on the Gulf. But in any case, the Gulf is and will remain a crucially important for the world economy, and it will for a long time, remain a main exporter of the strategically vital oil, gas, petroleum products, and petrochemicals. In addition, the Gulf, as we have seen in our host city here in Dubai, is playing an important role in providing high-value services and playing an important role as global and regional trade center. This will surely have a positive impact on the trade with and without from the region. Then, the economic importance of the region and its resulting political relevance of its countries to the world, as well as its growing population and expected continuing economic development, would keep the maritime trade from and to the region in a good growing shape. With that, I will like to end by saying, Inshallah, as we said in Arabic, with the hope that everything will be okay and we will live with the Gulf within a prosperous 10 or 20 or 30 years to come. Thank you so much.